Yo, hello ladies and gentlemen. It's already my third or fourth time recording this video because I'm recording this at work and I had to go and clock in, right? Clock in for somebody else, give up my time for money, right? When it should be the other way around. You should be giving your money and getting back your time. Spend money to get back time, right? Not the other way around. Don't spend time to get money. And that's why you invest, that's why you trade, that's why you do all of these things, that's why you learn and then you earn, right? Back to the point is we're going to do a weekly markup, but before we do the weekly markup, we're going over the trade, or the last trade that I took, which was this trade, NCD CAD buys. As you can see, I'm in the trade currently. That's why I didn't do my weekly markup, because the bias remains. If structure holds, we hold the trade, right? Shout out big motherfucking Arch. That's a quote that I used to hear a lot from him, right? I literally don't get on social media anymore, and I don't think he even gets on social media anymore. But back then on his stories, he used to post that if structure holds, we hold, and structure is currently holding, right? So my bias remains the same. Plus my target has not been hit. As you can see, the only problem with this trade is I did take it on my $40 account. Remember, it was at $1. Look at where it is now, 3.5. And I took this trade twice. That's why there's two entries. This one, and then price went into a drawdown, which would have stopped me out, right? But it came back into test. 081,500 perfectly, gave us a perfect higher low, and that's where I re-entered on my second position, and that was this position right here. The problem was I secured way too early. I secured here when price was respecting this previous area supply here. I literally thought on the 5 minute, on the 15 minute, it was looking like it was respecting it. As you can see, I got out because of this, and then price boom, there's a full huge push. I would have been up over 60 pips right now, 65 pips right now. The account would have been at, I guess, $7, $8. But you know what? I'm not blowing this account. I'm literally going to continue to trade NCD CAD 0.01s until I get the account to $10, and then at $10, I'll start trading more currencies. But for now, I mean, I have not blown it yet, and I don't have to worry about. I literally have like 3 chances now instead of only 1, right? So now that was that. We're still holding NCD CAD buys. Let's go into the weekly market. USDJPY, you can pause it and read it. Just going to UJ. You always started your analysis from the monthly into the lower time frames. The monthly, the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, the 3 hour, the 1 hour. I like to go on the monthly, the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour. The 4 hour and the 1 hour, basically put them together. There's smaller time frames, and then the 15 minute and the 5 minute, those are your entries. That's where you hop in to see if price is ready to hop into an entry, right? That would be maybe your New York session entry, your London session entry. Oh shit, tell me that nobody's pulling up right now. So you can see on the monthly, price is failing to break below 140,500. As you can see, area of demand, currently being respected. Bearish turning bullish, and then above we're all bullish. You can see now hop onto the weekly. The weekly, you can see cleaner. We failed to break below 140,500, and we created some higher lows above. And now we hop into right onto the daily. We're gonna be able to see the supply and demand zone a lot cleaner. Which, for me, in my opinion, I think we're gonna break it, right? Something like this. Because if we look at this, price has tested it already once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and you can see every time price tested its lower area supply and demand zone. This first test below, I mean, it was strong, right? We had a bearish engulfing candle below here. We retested it, created a lower high, and then we melted all the way to the bottom, all the way to 140,500, right? But then we priced, first of all, broke structure here, created a higher low, bullish engulfing candle, higher low, boom, perfect trade all the way back into the supply and demand zone to test this previous higher low. But what did it do? it failed to keep on breaking lows here. Look, now we're looking bullish. Tested it again. Well, we didn't test it cleanly, right? But we don't have to test it cleanly. Tested it again, and price, what did it do? Create another higher low. We tested it again, and what did it do? Create another higher low. So what I'm thinking is price is gonna continue to create higher lows, fake out people thinking that it's a resistance, and then boom, that's where we're gonna get the big trade above. And on the 4 hour, we really just have to wait. We would have to wait for this little break above, right? I would not sell till price breaks below here, which is 146, 145, 145, 145, 600 would be the clean sell below, right? And you would wait as well for your bearish engulfing candle and your higher low to continue to the downside. But for now, we're currently still bullish. Now let's hop into which one was the next one. And the fact that I get to do this at work, I get to do work while I'm at work, right? Personal work while I'm at my regular work, right? This is a job that I'm grateful for. I think I mentioned it before here, but I gotta keep on repeating it. USDCAD, I can pause it and read it. Let's hop into USDCAD. I remember, I don't know if you guys know who Druzy Banks is. He used to be homies with Q Banks. I don't know if they're still homies or not, right? I don't care about nobody's beef. But he used to mention a lot that in his previous job, when he was still working a 9 to 5, he actually had the same thing. He actually had a same opportunity. He was able to trade from his work, and therefore, in a way, will increase his probabilities or increase his time on the charts, right? Because some people in their job, like for example my previous job, I could not be on my phone at all. I could not be on the charts at all. Right, in this I get to be on the charts, so that I'm really thankful for it. And I truly believe that God, the universe, put me in this position because they know that I truly want this. I'm obsessed. I'm addicted. How literally the same thing how I'm becoming addicted to freaking boxing, which is just crazy. And chess, I love chess too, which I don't think I've ever posted a chess game here, but I guess eventually I will, right? Eventually I'll post some chess videos, even though I'm not trying to be a chess nerd, a chess geek, which nothing against chess guys, right? But we're getting off topic, back into the chart, into the weekly chart. Nothing against chess people, right? I love chess. Chess is beautiful. Well, I mean, I literally have chess right here, which is crazy. What was I at? Did I go over the weekly? First of all, the monthly. No, I have not even gone over the monthly. Right, so the monthly price failed to break above 147. You can see previous area supply, previous area supply, previous area supply, and then we have a monthly bearish engulfing candle here below 139, which is also a previous area supply, which turned into demand here and turned into supply again right here again, right? 139. And that we're below it. So on the monthly we're bullish, we're bearish, and on the weekly we're bearish. We would be bullish until we break back above here, then that would make us bullish. Currently we're still bearish, and you can see this bearish engulfing candle here, lower high below here, and then price came back to test 135,600, and that's where we're having some struggle to break below, right? So now we hop into the daily. The daily is bullish. Why is it bullish? Because price has a daily double bottom here at 35,600, and we have a higher low above it, right? And even before that we already had two bullish engulfing candles breaking structure. So now I truly believe price is gonna come test 139, and then maybe at 139 we could have a trade similar, literally the same outlook as last week, something like this. Or if price does want to continue bullish, then something like this. But I mean, it's that simple. Trading, I literally have realized over the last 2-3 years from trading, the best trades are literally the ones that you wait for. And literally, just look at this. Look at my past few trades of this month, of this week. So the trades that it's not NCD-CAD, I all took them on the top tier account, which actually, let me look at my close positions. So you can see, look at this. So when you just put your hands down and you just secure, and you look at these are all these trades. You can see NCDCAD, UJ, NCDCAD, GBPUSD, UJ. They're over here. And look at the amount of pips that I'm catching, right? So I realized that the discipline that I'm putting in the gym, in my eating habits, now that I'm reading every day, now that I'm training every day. I literally ran 11 miles yesterday, right? That's look at my hands, dude. I'm not even flexing, but it comes with the territory, right? Look at this. I have not missed a trade on the top tier. So the last trade that I believe this was a break even UJ. Yep, negative 15 pips. Never mind. That was my last loss. I have not lost in a trade, but you know what? This month is going great, and next month is going even better. The fact is, discipline and patience is the most important things in trading, and I literally have learned that through freaking trial and error, right? So now back to we were on the daily. The daily, I truly believe we're going to 139. On the 4 hour, actually on the 4 hour, we're clearly bullish, dude. I mean, right now, for now, we're bullish. And then we have all of this, all of these sales that are still in the market that I do believe price is gonna come back and stop them out. Maybe we might get a little pullback, but I would not sell till price breaks below here. Until we break below 135,600, I would not get in a sell, right? Very similar to UJ. Right now, we're still bullish because right now, price can literally do something like this. Because people are maybe seeing this little trend line, right? But this trend line, it just looks too good to be true. And the retail trader, which we're all retail traders, right? But the newbie retail trader is gonna see that and is gonna think, oh, we're gonna sell a little resistance. What price might come back here, create a higher low, and continue and stop you the fuck out. And then it might give us a sell here off of 139. And you're like, oh my god, but price was looking like it was gonna sell. Yes, but it came back and stopped you out because of price action, right? Price action is the key. So until we don't break below 135,600, we're bullish. So now into the next one, which is GBPJPY. You can pause it and read it. Started from the monthly. I always started from the monthly. Dude, the price action from GBPJPY looking so good right now. When does GJ look this good? When does GJ look this good? Look at this. Clean price action. Clean price action. Clean price action. Clean price action. Previous area of strong supply. Now we're above it with a strong monthly bullish engulfing candle. Right? And this is obviously a clean bullish uptrend. Look at this. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, break of structure, higher lows, double bottom. So now price, I mean, even a little kid could see that price is gonna hit this. 208, easy. We're going for it, right? But now we have to hop into the weekly, and we have to look for zoom in and look for entries, right? Now we know that we're overall bullish, but now we have to look for the entries. And obviously, when we're in an uptrend, we have to know that there's pullbacks and there's lower and there's higher lows, right? So you have to capitalize on that, right? Don't enter a sell when we're on a bullish uptrend, because you're only gonna enter on the pullback. No, wait for the pullback and then get in your buy. For example, right now, price for me is looking like it's gonna do something like this, right? On the monthly and on the weekly, we're bullish, but on the daily, it's a bullish range. What I mean by range, look at this. Price kind of staying in between these two zones right here. You can see it's failing to break that zone, but I truly believe price is gonna come back down, come test 195, and then maybe shoot back to the upside. Oh shoot. Shoot back to the upside and then continue back to 208. That's what I think, right? But I mean, price action, we still have to wait for the price action. Or maybe we can just break above right here right now. And what price could do also, and I've seen it happen, it doesn't have to come back down to test 195 all the way. It could just come clear the bottom of the range, which would be something like this, and continue to the upside. Because obviously people would be seeing a support here and people would be seeing a resistance here. Well, clear buys above 199. Actually, let me set an alert right above this range. So now we're set for possible buy, something like this. So be ready. This is gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. And I mean, all we have to have is patience. And I would not sell to price doesn't break below 195, because obviously the 195 was a strong area of supply, and the first target would be 184 or 500 for the sales. It didn't go over the 4 hour, but it's going to the 4 hour. The 4 hour, you can see it's already turning bearish. Double top right below 200, right above 199, 500, and then we have a bearish engulfing candle here, and lower heights here below 199. So right now it's still looking bearish. But I mean, this color, like I said, we could come clear below the range and continue. Right, we could do something like this. Maybe test this little area of demand here. It has not been tested, so it's strong. Something like this. Actually, let me set an alert here as well. So there you go. Now I have 2 alerts at both ranges. We'll see what happens, because this is actually looking good. GG is actually looking good. So now, last but not least, GBPUSD. You can pause it and read it. Let's go into GU real quick. GU is one of my. Wait, did I not? Wait, did I put it on GJ? Yes, I did it. I put it on GJ. Put it on USDCAD, UJ, but I didn't put it on GU. Look at that. Which this is my weekly outlook notes. Monthly bullish, weekly bullish, daily bullish, turning bearish, H4, bearish. Let me find bearish. Come on, man. This wasn't professional. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, you guys can literally just skip to the part where I already came back into the screen. And I gotta type fast. Yeah, I have to know how to type fast. Yeah, I'm only gonna be working on with computers, so I will learn how to type faster. Alright, I promise. You can see, there it is. Monthly bearish, weekly bullish. No, monthly bullish, weekly bullish, daily bullish, turning bearish, H4, H1 bearish. There it is. So now let's start from the monthly. You can see on the monthly we're clearly bullish. Strong bullish engulfing candles. When price fell to break below 21, it literally just ran through everything. Right, it ran through 134. And then right now it failed to break above 137,500. If we hop into the weekly, we can see a little bit better. Price failed to break above 137,500. It's doing a little pullback to 134, which is obviously a previous strong area of supply, previous strong area of demand. Let's hop into the daily. On the daily, we could already see that we already tested it. So the first test was strong area of demand. And then this area was also strong, but it was obviously not strong as that, because price respected this previous other area of supply and demand zone. And then we're coming already back down to 134 again. So we hop into the 4 hour. You can see on the 4 hour, this little area of supply and demand zone here, previous supply. Boom. This was actually a clean sales, right? After the 4 hour bearish engulfing candle and seeing the lower highs, you hop into the 15 minute. Bruh, look at this. It was clean shorts, dude. Clear as clean as water. Look at this. And perhaps you would have still been in the trade right now. You would have been up a solid 120 pips. Shoot. And I had gotten in buys too. I think I caught up what was the trade that I had caught in the buys? I had caught GBPUSD buys. 134.11. Was it this one? No, what the? 134.11. No, this is wrong. 134.11. Cause no, the trade before GBPUSD, what trade was? It was UJ. You see? Wait, was it UJ? No, 134.11. It is. It's just that I put it wrong. Because so it should be 1.34. You see, sometimes I catch myself making my own mistakes, and you have to clean it up. 1.34. There you go. I was like, wait, GBPUSD doesn't function like GJ or any other yen pair, right? And then USDCAD, we're still holding those trades, they're still active, but they're already wins. So there you go. I tripped out. So all right, we're good. So I believe mine. So the original price was 134.11, which was 134.11 somewhere right here. There it is. Which was here, was the first push, and then price came back and stopped me out, and then it did the full push to the upside. So the first entry was here, 134.11, 134.11, somewhere around there. Price I secured at, what was it, 40 pips, and then price came back and stopped me out, and then it shot to the upside. And now I missed the sales, right? So GBPUSD is letting good trades. So if we're getting close to 134. Price gonna give us a nice trade at 134. Either the break below, or the sales above, or the retest and buys above. And obviously, if whenever we break above here, we're gonna have some strong buys as well, above 136. Just of the fact that it is already a strong area of supply and demand. So mainly a strong area of supply for now, right? But once we break above it, bullish engulfing candle and the higher low above it, clean buys. Peace and love to anybody watching this. Back to work. I command you health, wealth, wisdom for you and your entire family. Peace and love.